Chris Hemsworth admits that he may not have returned for the upcoming MCU film Thor. The highly anticipated Thor sequel finds the titular character picking up the pieces of his life following the events of Avengers Endgame. With Thanos now defeated and Asgard relocated to Earth, Thor searches for a new purpose in his life during what writer-director Taika Waititi has called the character's midlife crisis. However, with Gore the God Butcher, Christian Bale, on a mission to wipe out all gods, Thor must reunite with the Asgardian warrior King Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson, his best friend Korg, Waititi, and his former flame Jane Foster, Natalie Portman, as the mighty Thor to vanquish their terrifying new foe. While many of his fellow original Avengers, like Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, have departed the MCU in the wake of Endgame, Hemsworth now becomes the first star to receive a fourth solo movie with Thor: Love and Thunder. Waititi's success with 2017's Thor: Ragnarok prompted the creation of Love and Thunder. Many praised how the movie completely reformed Thor into the humorous yet emotionally flawed character he is today. And now, based on Hemsworth's new comments, it sounds like Waititi's work on Ragnarok did more than convince Marvel to make another Thor movie. In a new video with Vanity Fair, Hemsworth discusses his career and briefly talks about the impact Thor has had on his life. The actor admits that he was not proud of his performance in the much-maligned Thor: The Dark World, and when meeting with Waititi for Thor: Ragnarok, he told the director that he was bored with the character. Waititi agreed with Hemsworth, and the two worked together to revitalize Thor. After the success of Ragnarok, the actor claims that he was hesitant to return to the role for a fourth film if Waititi wasn't involved. Hemsworth explains, "I just love playing the character. I love the journey I have been on with him. Not only as Thor, but just my life." The two have been side by side for 10, 11 years now and have both crossed over into each other's world from time to time. Being able to work with Taika again. "I don't know that I would have done another if Taika hadn't said yes, he was going to do it. And he had written this beautiful script, which was a wacky, crazy, romantic comedy set in space and that I hadn't seen before." It is completely understandable that Hemsworth would want to work with Waititi again after his experience on Thor: Ragnarok. Following the release of Thor: The Dark World, the film was widely derided as one of the worst entries into the MCU up to that point. Although Hemsworth was praised for his performance, the film was criticized as stale and its plot uninspired. Waititi helped give Thor a much-needed makeover in the following film, both literal and psychological, and that helped revitalize Hemsworth's passion for the role.